Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, I didn't do a lot today, but I got a little bit done. We done got the insulators on the T-post and got the top wire ran. Now, originally I was going to run two wires, one at the bottom, one at the top, but for right now I've just got the top. I went up and over and around over the doors and the same way over the gate back there. Went all the way around with it. And I've tested it. I bought one of those electric fence testers. Goes up to 7,000 volts, and it's lighting the 7,000 volts up. So I used a little piece of the wire and was hanging up the electric fence warning signs like this. And I was on the last one, and one of the Rhode Island Reds decided she was going to fly up and land on the wire right there. And I had it off while I was hanging the sign. So I flipped that thing on, and it lit her butt up. She got off that wire, but she landed outside the fence. So I turned it back off. I went and got my little net and walked around there, and she wasn't very hard to catch. Grabbed her with that net and just put her back over inside here and turned it back on. I don't think she's going to want to fly up to that wire anymore. Now, I haven't had a big issue with them. Today was the first time ones flew on the outside of the fence. Now, one did fly over into this middle run one time, which I, showed y'all that in the video. But so far, that's the first time they've actually gotten out. But I think that little shock treatment teach it a lesson to stay where it's supposed to stay. Now, I could only hope that this black hen and that gray and brown hen there would learn the same lesson. As y'all see, the black hen's over here. So I've moved all the chickens out from the turkeys. So basically what's happened is all four of the turkeys basically attack Junior. He spends all his time running from all four of them. They literally all four chase him. So got tired of dealing with that and just moved him over into the middle pen, put the three new hens over here, and two of them have stayed in that middle pen all day. They haven't got out, done any running around or anything. And I've only gotten one egg yesterday and one egg the day before from these three hens that were laying at Matt's homestead. So I know it's just a shock of changing, but the one you see climbing up on the roost in there now, she's out mingling with the rest, and she don't take no crap off of them. And I've seen Junior mount her. So the other two just kind of stay up on the roost and out of the way. But I did go in yesterday evening, and see if y'all can tell, I lowered those nesting boxes inside this pen. And since there's no chickens over here, they're doing no good. So I may end up moving them, but I've got two more ordered. So we'll see. It'd be 2 or 3 weeks before I get that. But I did put the one nesting box in here in the middle pen, and I haven't gotten an egg today. So with only one hen really laying and participating in the flock, that's not abnormal. I was hoping I'd start getting 2 or 3 eggs a day, but it is what it is. So for right now, I'm just getting the one every now and then. But they do have one nesting box and I lowered it down. It's only about a foot off the ground. I put just a little bit of straw in there to give them the idea that's where they need to nest. I've got some of that artificial grass ordered to go in the bottom so that the egg will actually roll out like it's supposed to. And when that comes in, I'll do away with the straw and put that artificial grass in there. That can be washed and put back when it gets dirty. But other than that, they're all doing pretty good. I haven't had any issues. Well, I say I haven't. It's been a few days. Haven't made a video. If y'all haven't noticed, what we're missing is a little baby turkey. So I was doctoring the baby turkey's injury on his right side, and it looked like it was getting better, but apparently he got picked on again in the same spot, and I could see the chickens pecking at his sore, and then he pecked at his sore. He wasn't doing well at all, so I actually put him out of his misery instead of letting him suffer, because they'd made it a lot worse than it was. but at least there is a hot wire around the top for anything aerial predator that wants to land or anything like that. See how the brown and gray hen flies up to the top? I thought about running a wire across there. If I shock them a few times, maybe they'll stop jumping up there. Don't know. But she does it. She crosses, and that black one crosses. And we'll just have to see. If y'all remember in one of my previous videos, that's how those five, the 5 hens and Junior, got into the middle section. They all flew over the fence on their own. I'm assuming Junior done it to get away from the turkeys. But she flew up there earlier this afternoon. And I sat in the swing and watched her, and she stayed there about a good 5-10 minutes, and then she jumped back down. So I may run me a piece of wire across there, just temporary, to break them of that habit. But my son-in-law has not been able to come out and help me clip their wings, and that's the main ones I want to clip, is the female turkeys, because I've had both of them fly out of the pen a couple different times. And the black hens and the gray hens just fly where they want to go. Those are the main ones that need clipping, and you just can't do that by yourself. I can't hold that hen and pull out one wing and clip those tips off so that it throws them off balance. They can still fly, they just can't fly as well. So anyway, they do need clipping, and I just have not had a helper to be able to do that. But I thought I'd make a video because I have not made one in several days. You know, when I make multiple videos, I typically upload one per day and schedule it to upload, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. And most of the time y'all see a video, it's the next day or the day after that. But I just have not made a video in, I think, 3 days. So I figured I'd get one done. I've got the electric fence, at least the top part's done. It's like I said, that tester's saying 7,000 volts. So I'm pretty sure it tingles pretty doggone good when you grab that wire. And the way I ran the insulators, it's a few inches above the chicken wire all the way around. And when I ran it across the back of the building, it doesn't touch the building or anything. So far so good. I'm hoping it'll break the chickens from flying from one area to the next, and we'll be able to hopefully keep them in the pen where they can hopefully be safe. But I don't think a dog could get in right now. I still plan on running the goat fencing up this side, at very least this side. I want to do away with this gate and run the fence over to this corner and put a wood post here, but that's a lot of work. I got to leave the chickens locked up in order for me to pull that T-post and dig a hole, put a wood post there. So I just haven't gotten it done. That's a lot of work to do. Not just burying the post, but pulling the T-post up and moving the wire and reattaching it and all that good stuff. And as you can see, it's pretty loose. And this one was pretty loose to begin with, and the dogs just made it worse. But if I put a wood post here and run the fence from there across all the way down to the edge of the gate, I think that'll be a lot more secure, and the electric wire is high enough that the goat fencing won't interfere with it. So that's the idea. Now, I bought 2 rolls of electric fence wire, and as I was told, the little stuff, the little wire, and I think it was 250 feet each roll, and I used 1 roll, and I think 1 row ended right back there at the corner, and I had to come up and come all the way back to here. So a little bit off the other row. That means I'm going to end up buying probably 3, 4, 5, 6 more rolls, especially when I get the goat fencing done, to run a hot wire around it. And that should hopefully keep the dog from wanting to jump the fence, and the goats as well. So that's the game plan for now. Of course, y'all know things change every day. And these plastic fence signs don't conduct electricity, so I can touch it. But you see, I've got it hanging on the hot wire. So I know the wind will blow it and all that stuff, but I put one on the front edge up there and one on the front close by the solar charger, and then one here and one there. I didn't put any on the back side. The reason I didn't, because nobody's got any business being back there, and if they do, they better have seen one of these 4 signs before they reach over and start touching that fence. But I don't think anybody will make that mistake but once. So let me get off here. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. The new subscribers, thank you very much. My homestead's little. I am slowly growing. I'm hoping I can get more done during this fall, a little bit during the winter, and more during the spring before it gets so hot again that it can't work outside. And that's my goal anyway, is to slowly make a little progress, just like I guess anybody's. But I'm really pleased with the solar charger. I did not expect it to hit the 7,000 volts, but it does. And what it does is it sends a pulse, you know, boop, boop, boop. It sends that pulse out, and anything touching that wire gets that shock. So the insulators that I bought that screw into the post, I can screw them in by hand. I don't have to pre-drill them. They got a nice point to them. They screw right into the post without a whole lot of effort. I do it with one hand, and they've worked out well. And these plastic T-post insulators, of course, many of y'all have seen them before. They just clip on one side and you snap it around and it's in place. So seems to be working well so far. So I'm hoping once the chickens figure out that wire is hot, they will stop trying to fly over the fence. And if I have to, I'll run it up and over that gate and run it across right there to stop them from going back and forth. And the same thing here, I'll attach to it there and run it across right there, so when they fly up, they'll hit the electric fence. And I'm gonna have to order one of them insulated handles so I can just take it off when I want to take it off, and it won't be hot anymore because it'll hook to the hot side, and then I just hook it back over to the left when I'm wanting to go through. But anywho, the only time that concerns me, I've never tested it, is what about when it's raining and it's wet? Will it still shock me? I tend to just probably want to turn that thing off. I've been hit by electricity many times in my 57 years and a few days, and I can tell you, it ain't no fun. So anywho, I appreciate you guys. Y'all remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.